Welcome back to Love, Live, Travel. So our love story continues, and this is part 20. Hey booba,
You ready? Yeah. We the Koenas, baby.
we going. We love, we live, we travel. I think, the anxiety around marriage started when we started attending a lot of marriages. Resident attenders of
nice.
other people's weddings.
Nicely.
There was kiruki, samo, color coordination,
Matching
combination,
and all.
matching
you
with
killed
an unspousal person. matching. It was like giving him the whole cow and watching him take the time to just buy the milk. That's what happened. But
Nothing?
yeah.
But why buy the milk if you have the cow? Because you can just milk it for free.
So that's what took you 6 years. Now you're gonna tell us in front of the people.
No, I was
Saying
just...
you just had the cow laying eggs for you. The cow just laid eggs and you're just like, yes, cow.
Scrambled the cow eggs.
I reached the point where I stopped wanting to go to weddings, because you get to those weddings and these people have been dating for 2 minutes and you out here on your 5th year and you're just like, and then people are asking you, when are you gonna, and I'm just like, but why are you asking me? Because it's not like I can propose. Also, it got so rife from about 2016 and I was getting very impatient. You'll see, there was this one day I went to American Swiss, babe. I just looked at this ring and I loved it, and I was like, yeah,
Wow.
this could be the one. I was super convinced he was going to propose in 2016.
Asia skis, babe.
Sure. You know what, just side note, to those of you who are waiting and you feel like you're in a long relationship and this
Keep
guy,
waiting.
this is a real moment now. This guy is taking forever. I must just tell you, the hints won't work.
Keep waiting.
You'll hint to him, you'll show him wedding ideas, wedding inspo. You'll be like, yo, Mang proposed to Shem. He'll be like, oh, good for them.
Beg as hell.
Stop telling people to beg as
You have
hell
to
like
beg
that.
as
No,
hell.
they must
'Cause
leave
the problem
if a
is
person
now-
wastes their time.
No, you can't leave. Maybe brothers is still putting a few
well,
things
brothers
together.
here, no, what's
Don't
that?
put pressure on him, you know?
You'll wait, you'll go crazy until you blue in the face, but it just won't happen until he's ready. And obviously his readiness coincides weirdly with God's time. If you feel definitely you've waited too long and he's wasting your time, by all means follow the lead of God. If he's not, go ahead and let him go, because he's going to waste your time and he's blocking your actual husband from appearing in your life. If God is telling you this is not the one, then make your exit plan. I was becoming very resistant close to the end. I was starting to even open up my options. No, because babe, I mean,
I think the important thing is just to discover if he actually wants to get married in the future, if it's actually something that he wants to do, you know?
Yeah.
But if it's a person that doesn't want to get married and you want to, obviously there'll be a bit of a clash there. But if you both have that vision, then wait it out, you know? The time will come.
yes, cows, certainly eggs. Just a disclaimer. You know, also, they mustn't hide behind, I'm saving up for lobola, because maybe sometimes
Saving
they're
up.
not.
Lobola
This
too.
guy, he went to Siroko.
I needed a car.
Perhaps prepare, and I'm not saying go psycho and look at rings and get the wedding dress, but prepare in advance. You know, look for a prospective venue here and there. Look for color schemes and speak it into the universe, and it will be. To get what I'm saying, but don't obsess over it so much.
Like, I knew I was gonna marry you, no? And I knew we were gonna get married.
So he just
But I
lets
didn't
me
know
sit
when.
for 6 years.
Because I was still, you know, there were a few things I wanted to sort out, you know. I personally had like a little checklist in my head, things I wanted to do before getting married. So I was nowhere near, you know, close to that checklist. But then I just realized that, you know, the more I'm stalling, but don't say like,
no, 'cause-
and I didn't want to lose you. You know, my babe.
Application ready.
Yeah, so you know what, it's fine. But like, wanna go pay.
And it's beautiful because, I mean, guys, you'll never ever get everything, you know, right and prepared and ready. Nothing is ever really ready. And sometimes it just needs for the two to become one. And God just opens up things.
Yep.
Everyone's asking us how he eventually proposed. And
I didn't.
personally, yeah, it's a messy... It's messy, actually, honestly.
Didn't propose.
Mm.
Just sent a letter.
And so, this is what happened. The letter comes,
Mm-hmm.
and I give it to my parents. I won't forget the day. I walk in my parents' room, and the first thing my dad says is, "Okay, but did he ask you if he wants you to marry him?"
Well, I mean, after 6 years of you being ready, I mean, what was I gonna ask anyway?
So the negotiations then had to begin. It was an exciting time because I was like, finally.
Yeah.
So we start planning the whole Lobola Magadi ceremony. Yeah, it happened over 2 days. So the first day the families came, and then the second day that's when we had our traditional wedding.
Yep.
And that's where he like officially proposed. So this is a sticky part, and you'll see it in the video, guys, that's coming up, is that brother has paid this Magadi.
Mm-hmm.
And then on his welcoming, so we had a welcoming ceremony after Magadi's played. It's called Go Amogela Mokhonyana. And so on that day, he goes down on a knee and he proposes.
Yeah.
And so in that moment, I'm like, but you've already paid, so what are you...
It wasn't really a proposal. I was just giving you the ring to say that, you know what, applications are now formally closed. So gents, the Civita Lena, hey, stop nonsense, Baba, no more. After Magadi, we didn't take you back home. You still stayed home because Kaspulane, and in our culture, Mosadi Rera, Mamrela Galeshila Lil Chuyo.
Just a public service disclaimer, we didn't live together in all 6 years of our relationship.
Yeah.
We didn't fight and sit. And that's also another thing. I didn't understand why this guy was enjoying having to come and knock on my parents' door every day to see me. So, this is our traditional ceremony, the welcoming of the groom into the family.
Yeah.
Our wedding ceremonies were in 3 segments, so check it out. Top 3 things I loved about our traditional wedding. So culturally, I would have had to go home, at my granddad's, Botlokwa. But you know, we felt like, no, that's my father's home. It's not my home. My home is Midrand. And so it was just amazing to bring, you know, that culture, that tradition, you know, whole entire estate. And all the bougie people were just like, you know, like it was a spectacle. It was beautiful, beautiful. The brass band, you know, the colors. I just love traditional weddings. They are awesome. It was a jump though.
Yeah, it was a jump. The ceremony was a bit long though when they were doing the whole gifts exchange thing. But yeah, anyway, it was very beautiful. Yeah. After the traditional, we called the parents, you know, and we sat down with them and said, guys, we want to get married on this day, and this is the venue, you know, and they helped us out with that, the plannings and everything. We chose Oxbow Country Estate in Bronkhorstspruit. Beautiful place.
I think like generally we just didn't want and I'm not shading anyone, we just didn't want your common venues, and I won't name them, your common venues that everyone gets married at. We wanted something different, you know, something magical. I'm all about themes, and so I was very like, you know, it needs to be fairy tale. Mind you guys, Lobola was in the Magadiyo welcoming was in November. And we are legit planning our wedding for March. So we had to plan 3 wedding ceremonies in the space of what, 6 months?
6 months, yeah.
6 months. And our parents were so supportive, and they were just like, you know what, whatever you need, let us know how we do it. And it was also awesome, the unity between our families, because we split the costs and everything just worked out amazingly.
So we planned our honeymoon. We did it through a flight center. We wanted to go to Mauritius. The only problem with that is that we needed to actually have signed and had a marriage certificate so that we could get the honeymoon and benefits. You know, so we decided then to sign. That's us. We went to Home Affairs on the 7th of March, 2018. So we were with our parents, you know, both parents came through to support us. We were officially Mr. and Mrs. Mokoena.
Yeah, but still living apart. This signing at Home Affairs was 2 weeks before our white wedding at Oxbow. And so yeah, guys, we had been married. Like, we had been married but not married because we are held by protocols that need to be observed. This is our invite. It was like a fairy tale. It was like a storybook. It was themed. You will see in the video my wedding dress is also fairy tale themed. So it was to witness chapter 1 of the fairy tale, Once Upon a Wednesday. How beautiful is this? Oh my gosh, in the land of Bronkhorstspruit. I think the most hectic thing about planning the wedding
was the short time. We didn't have much time. But you actually did a lot. Like, you did everything. Like, you were literally, you designed the whole theme. You were literally so hands-on.
It was crazy.
And we didn't have a wedding planner.
Nope.
So it was basically us and family that did everything. Well, you, because I just stood there and I looked
smiled
pretty.
And waved.
I didn't even choose my own suit. Like, you picked it out for me, no?
Yeah.
I was so blessed.
Hallelujah. Small little things like our thank you gifts were like a little teaspoon we engraved, you know. We had place cards. Each plate had a name on it. Like, anyone, like, you know, those small things that make the biggest of the impacts, guys. My highlight is, I think it's the food. The food was amazing. We did not have a buffet. Hallelujah. No buffet, guys. It was beautiful. The food came in a cloche, and there was this whole cloche lifting ceremony, guys. It was just amazing and unique. And we had doves, guys. Our wedding was like amazing. And to be able to pull that off in 5 months, I think, is impeccable. So have a look at our perfect white wedding. mean, look at the conversations on Twitter around, you know, why is a white wedding necessary? So when I look at this, yes, definitely it's expensive to have, but if you have the means, you know, go all out. But each one to his own. But we felt we wanted the white wedding.
Yeah.
And actually, why am I explaining myself? Because this is our journey also. Other people will also have their journey. Yeah.
So this was the welcome of Koenas.
Yeah.
This happened in Goromar, my hometown. And yeah, it was beautiful. The traditional one. It was sweet. We started at the church. Baby was wearing her white dress. So that the people that couldn't go to the white wedding, you know, they could at least see what a dress looked like, you know. And then the second part of the service is where we were wearing the traditional gear, attire.
Aha!
Yeah,
shucks. It was so awesome. I remember Mamzo, she gathered all the ladies and they brought you know,
yeah,
I don't know what the word is. Yeah. And they were making me do all those things and making me iron on the floor and making me, you know, that thing where you know the thing, that thing, and that
what is vocab.
It's that surface.
Oh, yeah, the mark.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was, you'll see in the video. It was quite fun. It was beautiful because, I mean, obviously, I'm marrying into a very culturally grounded, although Christian, family, and you know, that whole expectation that Makoti must come in, she must cook, she must clean, she must make the pots to happen and make the babies and make it the husband happily ever after. So check out our traditional wedding.
Yep.
Koenas.
So yeah, that was our traditional wedding. Yo, baby, did you see the brass band?
Yo.
Those guys had to walk on my 20 Ks. From the bridge there to the church. Okay, not 20 Ks, maybe 1 K.
Yeah,
but they walked. They walked beside us, you know.
Yeah,
and
no shame. They were the realest.
Yeah,
these were the same guys that were at his welcoming, and we're like, we got to have you.
Yep.
And they came
Took them
all the way to Mpumalanga, guys. That was our sharks. Our love story, which is obviously to be continued. Doesn't end here.
Keeps going.
Yeah, first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby in a golden carriage. Yeah.
The Koenas quote of the day: "You've never lived
if you've
never loved."
Love is beautiful. Yeah. Love each other. Love one another. Corinthians type of love.
Yep.
It's a hard kind of love, but it's a possible kind of love.
Yeah, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do like, comment, and subscribe down below. And yeah, tune in for the next episode.